points you miss if you don't join the broadcast, but I don't know yet.
Maybe
it's
Dan
just like
will let us know next week.
Not that I want to. You guys always help me, but
All right, we're live, so
okay.
let's get
I mean,
to
really,
it.
this was a really short preparation assignment. Kind of
Yeah.
nice.
Hopefully the quiz is the same way.
I know.
Got
Usually,
part
I mean, the quizzes are usually about the same.
Yeah.
18 or 15 to 20 questions.
Yeah. Remind me.
All right,
to
so
ask the question, but anyway. All right.
okay, part one, you says direction. Please fill in part one. Okay. Use the information in the reading assignment to complete these questions. So question one was for a chi-square test for independence. What are the null and alternative hypotheses?
Just so you know, they call it a chi for some reason. Chi-square.
Oh, chi-square. Okay.
I just put the location and the motivation for seeking treatment are independent.
Mm-hmm.
Alternatives.
Yeah.
Independent.
Yeah, in the book they have like the row variable and column variable are independent, and then row and column variable are independent for the alternative. Okay.
Yeah.
And then true or false, if the null hypothesis is rejected, then the row variable and column variable are not independent.
True.
That's true.
True. Yep. Okay.
Easy part one, huh?
I mean, that was okay. I guess go to part two then.
Yep.
Okay. Use the following data set to answer question 3. This is the population, the Republican and Democrat. In favor of Prop 8, 250. The Republican is 250, Democrat is 120. Then against Prop 8 is 50, and then 80 for the Democrat. So, question is: ambitious intro to stats students wanted to conduct a survey among church members and ask them about their party affiliation and whether or not they were in favor of Proposition 8. They would like to see if there is an association between party affiliation and voting preference for Prop 8, and the level of significance is the 0.05.
Yep.
So question A is state the null and alternative hypothesis.
So the null would be whatever party they are, and if they were in favor of Prop 8, and then alternative would be their party affiliation, and if they were against,
Against the Prop 8 that are not independent.
Yeah.
It'd be whether they're for or against Prop 8.
Yeah.
You guys remember Prop 8?
Yeah, I remember I was in California at the time, and I went. The whole stake, we all went to like the major corners of the streets, and we had big old signs trying to favor. I mean, I even had like change thrown at me. Like people were really. It was pretty intense actually. So.
Yep, I was on vacation in California and saw some of that. It was crazy.
Yeah. Okay. B, what are the requirements for this test? I mean, it's pretty simple. It's greater than 5.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was just those cell counts, but it's the expected cell counts. Which there's a
Yeah.
there, but, yeah.
When they say expected cell counts, that's just what is that?
I wrote that down somewhere. Let's see. Expected counts is the row total times the column total divided by the table total. But that's
okay.
A spreadsheet does it for you, but
yeah.
They're well over 5, yeah.
Okay. Then are the requirements met? So of course all of the Democrat and Republican are greater than 250, 120, 50, and 80. They're all greater than 5.
Yeah, that's not the numbers they're looking at, though. The numbers they're looking at are the the other ones,
Oh yeah.
the expected ones, and they're 222, 148, 78, 52. So they're all good.
Okay, and then calculate the statistic. I mean, in the spreadsheet gives it to you, and it's 33.96.
Yep.
And then determine the degrees of freedom for this test. It also gives it to you, so it says it's 1.
Yep.
What is the p-value for the chi statistic? P-value shows that it's 0.0000, so it's just 0. So
Yep.
Yeah, if you go out about 7 places, you can start getting numbers, but
yeah, you just put 0.
Yep.
Okay, then do you reject the null hypothesis or fail to reject the null hypothesis?
Reject it.
Yeah.
Where's that P so low?
And then state your conclusions based on your p-value and based on a level of significance of the 0.05, the level of significance. What'd you guys put?
So there's sufficient evidence, or we have sufficient evidence to show that the party affiliation and the views on the Prop 8 are not independent.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty easy just with the spreadsheet, understanding everything.
Yeah.
Not too bad, yeah.
So,
But, I mean, this is a short broadcast. Should we just end it early? I mean, gone over everything, so.
I mean, there are only 3 questions, and I don't really have any questions on anything. I don't think if you guys have any questions on anything.
Yeah, Garth, you have any other questions?
No, it's just like I mentioned before Matt came on, some of the confusion for me is sometimes which test to use when we read a scenario, but
Yeah, no, that's confusing for me too.
most of the time it makes sense. He does go over a lot of those on his weekly Monday, Wednesday things.
Mhm.
Which I've seen some and not others, but that is helpful to review everything.
Okay.
Hopefully this test will be easier.
Easy and
Something I
quick.
want to make sure I do this time is, because I felt like there was quite a few questions kind of from the first unit and the second unit test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he's. That's
Did you
what
guys
it
get that
says.
vibe?
Yeah, because like I
And
know
I
he
didn't-
put like a post that said there's be questions from that.
No, I didn't see it, so I didn't study anything from the unit 1.
He said that on
So-
the yesterday too. There'll be some from the other units, but mostly it'll be from this unit. But, so I guess we have.
Yeah, I wish we could go back and look at our test, see what ones we missed and
Yeah.
the answers.
That was helpful that he did that. He offered to do that, to go over it with you, and he's pretty good about it. So he did that
Yeah.
for my 2 tests, so it was helpful. Find out where I messed up. And it's never
And you said
the
you-
calculations for me. It's always those other ones that are, like I just said, we have sufficient evidence, blah, blah, blah. Those are the ones that I miss. But
Yeah,
yeah.
All right, well, let's go to the quiz. I'm going to stop the broadcast then.
Perfect.
Okay.